You have been described by your enemies as evil, insane, manipulative. Who are you?
Call the Alan Cox Show. 216-578-1007 or 1-800-348-1007.
I got another $1,000 for you closer to 5:30. You get a handful of those keywords every weekday, so be listening. Now that we're back on our bull shrimp after the long holiday weekend, $1,000 along with passes for you and a pal to get to our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Fly you out, put you up. You got $1,000 in your pocket. The whole thing goes down the 20th and 21st of this month. So you still have a couple of weeks of keywords to win. We do it pretty much up to the last minute. Guardians will play tonight. It's the second of 3 against the Kansas City Royals. They're in Kansas City 4-2. The Guardians win last night. So 7:40 Guardians live. Your pregame coverage begins at 7:10. You can listen on the iHeartRadio app if you're nearby as well. Alan, if you caught any of the Joey Chestnut Kobayashi thing, it was the pump-up music that was the most exciting. I saw some of that. I was actually able to kind of watch a little bit of the satellite feed before Netflix went live with that thing, and the pump-up music was great.
Sucking on a chili dog, sucking on a chili dog, sucking on a chili dog, sucking on a chili dog. Sucking on a chili dog, 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 sucking on.
Feels a little repetitious, doesn't it? Does he? When is the?
A little bit. Yeah.
So that's why it's so
sucking on a chili dog.
I see. All right. Well, that guy does good work. He and his
I'm
band,
McGovern, yeah.
the Wolves of Glendale. They're going on tour.
Are they?
Yeah, they're very funny.
Very funny. I like what the F is happening here.
He just dropped one. God, what was it? I forget. I'll have to find it. Mike in Parma said they should have had Haley Welch out there. They should have had the Hawk Tua girls spit on each hot dog.
Oh.
Now, I want you to hang on to your knickers because you're never going to believe this. Speaking of Haley Welch. Guess who's starting a podcast?
Haley Welch.
Hey, how about that?
I actually love the name of it.
The Hawk. It's called Talk Tua. Right. So listen, good for her. Squeezing every little bit out of that 15 minutes. I always feel like they need to, given the modern eccentricities of fame and the ways that you can get your information out there, they really need to either do away with or update that classic Andy Warhol quote that everybody's famous for 15 minutes. Because you can really get more than 15 minutes these days. And it doesn't matter if it's fame or infamy. You know, they used to say there's a couple things you got to change. You got to change the 15 minutes, and you also got to change there's no such thing as bad press, because there is very much such a thing as bad press. It's just that people didn't used to care about it because it would go away in short order. Now, not only do things, they might go away, but they're still out there somewhere. They don't just go off into the ether. It's not just a newspaper headline that gets thrown away the next day. So Haley Welch starting her own podcast, and I'm sure they'll set her up. You know, I'm sure they have a whole lineup of well-known people to do this podcast with her. People that want to sit there and chat with her. You know, she's gotten up on stage with Zach Bryan. He's a country guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You might have seen she was partying with Shaq Diesel. She's basically done everybody else's podcast. That's what podcasts are. Everybody just does everybody else's podcast. She threw out the first pitch at a Mets game. She's a big Matt Rife fan. So she met him, was talking to him. And her podcast is called Talk Tua. I don't I don't know if it'll be on the iHeartRadio app, but
I imagine it will.
you think so?
I mean, most podcasts get put on all the apps.
Yeah. Yep. Nothing will make you feel more like you have wasted your life in broadcasting than to see people who have no experience at all make a lot of money and get a lot of coverage on their brand new podcast. Makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you've done something useful with your life and your career. You want to see the guy in, this was in Grand Rapids, before I move on from the competitive eating, Belding, Michigan, which is about 45 minutes northeast of Grand Rapids. They had their first ever ranch dressing chug competition.
Oh, my God. What is wrong with America?
Fox 17 there in Grand Rapids.
Oh, my gosh.
Living up to its name, this reporter there in GR, Olivia Yatuma, cutie. She covered the thing at a bar called, the hell is a bar called? The Harmful Rooster. Had a ranch dressing chug contest there.
By chugging this 24-ounce glass of their ranch.
3, 2, 1.
10 seconds.
I just drank 24 ounces of ranch dressing.
That's all it took for Zach Orvis to chug.
He looks so sad, too. He's like ready to cry. I just drank 24 ounces. Now, how many ounces is 24 ounces?
24.
So fast at the math.
24 ounces of ranch dressing.
That's all it took for Zach Orvis to chug 24 ounces of ranch and take home the win.
I mean, I've seen people pour about that much on their salads, so what's the difference?
But he had his fair share of competition, including 10-year-old Jordan Peterly.
I'm a kid. I'm the youngest person here. Good luck.
Owner Randy Roost came prepared for the big day with what he called just-in-case buckets.
How much more Midwest can you get than guzzling ranch dressing?
Roost clearly underestimated Zach Orvis.
Just-in-case buckets. Just in case what, Mary?
Someone pukes. I feel sick, dude. My stomach is like gargling. This is so gross.
This is inadvertently.
Drink it.
This is inadvertently a Mary act. We didn't really mean to do that, but this guy up against a 10-year-old kid for the 24 ounces. Just so I'm clear, how many ounces is 24 ounces?
Too many.
Both answers are correct.
About 22 ounces too many.
Yeah, it's like doing.
Well, they give it to
it's
him
like
in-
you have a can of pop, and you're like, well, what if we had two and it was ranch?
Filled with ranch. Would you rather do this or 2 cans of Mountain Dew? And they all reach for the ranch. Yeah, and they give it to him in big beer
I'll take the crab
steins.
juice.
Knopkadash. They give it to him in the big beer steins.
Good luck.
Owner Randy Roost came prepared for the big day with what he called just-in-case buckets.
How much more Midwest can you get than guzzling ranch dressing?
Roost clearly underestimated Zach Orvis.
I don't feel sick at all. It's ranch dressing.
And Alex Lloyd, a worthy competitor, claimed he was built for this.
The waiter said there's like these big tubs of ranch, so he started calling me Tub of Ranch.
The prize sought after by all 12 contestants.
Do you see that guy?
Chances are pretty
Oh,
slim,
this guy
but
was trying to choke it
we're just
down.
gonna do it.
Tub of Ranch.
The prize sought after by all 12 contestants.
Chance
Look at
Look at that
Look at
guy.
that.
He started calling me Tub of Ranch.
Uh-huh.
The prize sought after by
Backwards baseball
yeah,
cap.
He's just like, what am I doing with my life? Like you just see the regret.
I'm going to need a just-in-case bucket over here.
Yeah.
Tub of Ranch.
the prize sought after by all 12 contestants.
Chances are pretty slim, but we're just gonna do it. Go for it.
A $100 gift card.
I wouldn't mind getting $100 from it.
And a free order of all-you-can-eat wings every week until spring of 2025.
I said, yeah, I want free wings.
It's safe to say that these competitors were ready to take on the ranch. Orvis just slammed it better than the rest.
Roost tells me that he is hopeful that this will be the first of many for their ranch chugging competitions here at the Harmful Rooster.
The Harmful Rooster. Oh, boy, how about that? 24 ounces in 10 seconds, Mary.
That's so gross, dude.
Right?
You ever seen the guy that does like the beer chugs at tailgates?
Yes.
And he just like he just so fast, just like bam, bam.
Yep.
incredible. Imagine, I want to see him do this with ranch.
Now, Mary, I'm going to give you, since you fancy yourself, and I do too, I fancy you the mathematics expert on this show. You are, after all, a pharmacy school dropout.
Mm-hmm.
So you are the most versed of the three of us in mathematics.
Okay.
So I'm going to throw this at you. This guy drank 24 ounces in 10 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
How many ounces and how many seconds is that?
It's 24 ounces in 10 seconds.
Wow, she's so fast. That's what's most impressive to me, is she's so fast. Man. All right. It's like the 1,000-pound sister, right?
Right.
She had a restraining order against her ex-husband. He had to stay 500 feet away from her. That's a pound a foot. It's exciting. Even I can do that math.
Good job.
24 ounces in 10 seconds. What would it take you?
No. Not $100.
Not
Yeah,
$100?
What, 50?
No, dude, I'm not doing that.
25.
I wouldn't even make it through it.
20,
No, right?
$20.
It would be like me trying to eat that stick of butter. Like, you can feel it in your throat, can't you?
Yeah.
When you
I feel
watch
like I'm
these
gonna
people
puke.
do it. Yeah, when you watch them do it. And it's so strange because some people love ranch. Like all those people, if you were watching the live stream, you saw all those people lined up to compete. They're like, $100? Sign me up.
And free wings?
Free wings till the spring. That's my wings. That's my spring wings.
No, just pay for wings, man. I don't
Yeah.
need to drink it.
Yeah.
I mean, free wings, though. Wings are expensive these days.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
eat
know.
Wings.
Huh?
You're not a wings guy.
Not a wings guy. No. And it sounds like not being a wings guy is saving me money if they're so expensive. Why are they so expensive?
I don't know. Everything's expensive.
Biden.
Thanks, Biden.
Thanks, Grandpa Joe. Alan, I could chug the house-made ranch, but not the bottled brands. House-made ranch.
It's usually thinner because they make it with like actual buttermilk and they make it in the store.
No, it won't make you thinner.
Not like the movie in the
Yeah,
book?
all right.
Oh, it's not like a gypsy curse? 24 ounces is 3 cups of dressing. See, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it is.
A
Still
cup
20
of dressing is a lot.
That's a ton.
Clearly.
So much.
I watched them
Usually-
drink these steins.
A side of dressing that you get with a salad is either 2 or 3 ounces. 24 12 little ramekins of dressing.
Yeah. 2 cans of pop.
Oof.
Yeah. Well, listen, Belding, Michigan is a small town, so they're looking for things to do. And this guy knows that. Randy Roost, I think she said. I'm sure that's his given name. Randy Roost, out there in Belding, $100. And they get some local TV coverage. Here's a text. I hate you, Alan Cox. Cut your hair, hippie. I touch myself to your YouTube live streams, and I'm not even gay. You look like one of those homosexuals wearing tie-dyed belly shirts from the 80s.
Yeah.
I bet you have a vagina. There's a lot going on there. Well, I can assure you that I don't have a... Wait, hold on. I can assure you that I don't
Prove it.
have
put
a
it on the live
vagina.
stream.
Put my non-vagina on the live stream.
Yeah.
And I'm growing my hair out. I'm not cutting a goddamn thing. Alan F. the Pickleback, I like my Malort with a ranch back.
What?
See, that is the flex. That's the flex. Yeah, so a lot of people obviously are probably looking at that Ranch Chug challenge with envy and saying, 10 seconds, what took you so long?
I don't know, man. 10 seconds is real fast.
It's real fast.
To chug that much ranch in that thickness. Ugh.
And I also don't understand his logic. He said, people put ranch on their salads. Yes. What does that have to do with you guzzling it in 10 seconds? But anyway, sir or madam, thank you so much for touching yourself to our YouTube live streams.
Yeah,
if you go to AlanCoxShow.com. I'm sorry?
This was a sir, probably.
Oh, you think so?
He said, I'm not gay.
Oh.
But
they just said, I'm not gay.
Yeah.
But if they think I have a vagina, then if they were a female, they would say, I'm not gay. Huh?
It was it was all over the place.
Oh. I mean, I won't lie to you. These days, I'm confused at what does make someone gay.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Ah, okay. Let me write that down. Ice-T, always there with the information.
I don't like men no more. I said I like women.
One of our bureau chiefs in Louisville, Kentucky. What a town, what a toddling town. Sent me a couple of stories. There's always something going on in Louisville, Kentucky. One lady said that Kanye West told her telepathically to steal a car. And so she did. And that's the problem with Kanye. You never know what he's up to. Right? You think he's out there doing stuff, making music, putting duct tape on his girlfriend's boobies, dressing her up like Mila Jovovich in The Fifth Element. All solid endeavors. But there was a 28-year-old lady in Louisville that trying to get into random cars. And then she tried to steal one that had a kid in the back seat. And they asked her why, and she said that Kanye West. I like the article. They describe Kanye West as an American musician, producer, and fashion designer.
Hey.
I guess if you sell $500 T-shirts, you're a fashion designer.
Oh, and the shoes.
And those amazing shoes. I spoke to her telegraphically and told her to steal it.
Telegraphically or telepathically?
They said telegraphically because they were quoting her.
Oh.
Telegraphically.
Telegram from Kanye.
You and I would say, steal the car, stop. No, I mean steal it, stop. No,
He's
don't
got
stop.
a little something to say to you.
Yeah. Here comes the police. Quoting her, telegraphically. Of course, you and I would say telepathically. But telegraphically, here's what she heard in her head. Scoopty-poop. So they scooped her up. Speaking of scoopty-poop, also this person in Louisville sent me the story about they have a porch pooper that they're trying to zero in on. And they keep targeting the same house. So, there was the mad pooper in Akron a while back. Every few years, somebody gets a bright idea to do this. You might recall a few years ago in Akron, there was a mad pooper who was taking dumps on the hoods of people's cars. And it would sit there, and then it would, bake in the sun, right? And it would eat into the paint. And so they were trying to find the identity of that mad pooper. This person is targeting the same house. And with everything, Ring cameras and everything, I don't know why you would go even 24 hours with not knowing who this was. Unless all they're wearing is a ski mask, which would be the real flex. You run up wearing nothing but a ski mask. But they could probably maybe do a DNA sample of your leavings.
Tuesday morning, I went out to my front porch and noticed this, what I thought was a cat poop, and it turned out to be a person. I have no idea. We're good neighbors. We keep to ourselves. We behave ourselves, and I can't imagine that somebody would want to do some kind of retribution. I'm relieved that he's not violent or he's not trying to force entry. He's just doing his deed.
Good pun. He's relieved. Yeah, so they have yet not determined the identity of that person there. So, granted, this is just that guy's house. But you bureau chiefs, we have a few of you there in Louisville, Kentucky, this guy might get bored. And he might end up on your porch. What's worse, this or the people who are caught on Ring camera trying to steal your Amazon packages? Would you rather walk out there and find no packages or a dump?
I don't know.
I want my packages.
Right.
So
Well,
I'm gonna go dump.
I don't know.
You'd rather have the dump
You stink!
than
No, I think I'd rather have my package stolen.
Really?
Amazon will send it again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want
What
to
if it's
clean
getting
up.
stolen every time?
I don't want to
You're
clean
waking
up
up to
human poop off
on
my
your
porch.
stoop every day?
I have somebody else to clean it up. I don't have a stoop.
Well,
You're in a
the whole
different
point.
situation. Poopity stoop. Poop on your stoop. Yeah. No, you're living high above the clouds.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the F-16s where you can reach up and touch them.
That's right.
Mary and I are out in these streets
Just
trying to keep our porches poop-free.
I do remember the grossest thing I've ever done was when someone pooped on my ex-wife's store and I had to clean it up.
Oh, I
So,
remember
you know
that.
what? I'm changing my answer. Steal my package. It's not going to be a log. It's going to be a diarrhea.
It smells like the devil pinched off a loaf in here.
Yeah. That was a bad day.
That was a very
That was
bad
a bad,
day.
bad
That was a
day.
bad day.
I have hot snakes, you guys.
Hot snakes.
It's when the diarrhea comes out like a hot snake.
Andy.
I get hot snakes and bubble gut.
Andy, stop talking about hot snakes.
I got money for you at 5:30. It's $1,000. There'll be a keyword to go with it, and that will also get you and a pal to Vegas. So if you win, you got $1,000 getting in there, and then we'll fly you out, put you up. Tickets for our iHeartRadio Music Festival at the T-Mobile Arena, the 20th and 21st of this month. So that's on the way. You want to go see the Nothing More show. You dig those guys? They've had their ups and downs over the past few years, to say the least. Nothing More is on the Carnal Tour. That's the new album. A couple of other good bands with them. End of this month at the Agora. So we'll do that next. Want to text for anything